Hi, and welcome to the BookishStitcher Podcast. My name is Jeanette. You can find me on Ravelry, Instagram, and Goodreads as BookishStitcher, all one word. I hope you've had an amazing week since I last podcasted. I have had such a fun one, and this is an episode that is being recorded just for you two, and it's full of fun things because my mom and I went on a mini little retreat for a local San Antonio thing this weekend. And so it's called the San Antonio Fiber Retreat, and we got there late Friday afternoon, and then stayed all day Saturday and came back early Sunday. So it's not a long retreat, but I love that because I don't have too much time away from my family because I miss my family so much when I'm gone. But my mom and I had an amazing time. She really bonded with a lot of the knitters there, and she loved doing that. And so at the end of this video, there's going to be clips from everybody at the retreat, not everybody, but a lot of people at the retreat saying hi, and I got my mom to show some of the projects she's working on. She finished her first cow at the retreat, and so you'll get to meet my mom and see that. And then my friend Melissa shows off her amazing stuff. And my friend Akimi shows off her stuff. My friend Laura, and it's just, there's a whole bunch of wonderful clips at the end, which I hope you'll stick around for and watch. And I got a really beautiful, calm video of the river. So some of the videos when everybody's saying hi are a little bit louder. So you might have to turn down the volume when you're listening to that. And then the video at the end, I'm going to have the river video playing. And you might have to turn up your volume for that so you can hear the birds and the water rushing. Because we'll end on that nice calming note. But anyways, let me show you what I worked on this week. I finished my Because I Love You wrap. And this is designed by Amy Meeks. It's knit out of some Undead yarn in the Dino color and some hedgehog fibers in the birthday cake. And last week I was right here. So I had this from last week, and then I knit all this week. And I still need to block it, but my husband so kindly sewed in the ends for me while I was gone because he's amazing. And then two things I worked on. I worked on a ton on my husband's sweater, just like I said. I think I knit 10 or 12 inches on this. But I've gotten to the point where I have separated the back and the front. And I'm ready to do the double seed stitch. This is a free pattern, a free drops pattern called Twilight. So it's the whole thing right there. And I made it a little bit longer than I typically would have for the pattern, and I'm going to block it out so that it fits him really well, hopefully. Just added a tiny bit of length. And this is in a Bags by Awesome Granny. And I'm actually going to have to ask my husband, he's sitting over there during the group news, to get something out for me because I need something that I forgot to show. But that'll be in a couple minutes. The other thing I worked on is in my You Sew and Sew bag. And this is the Foolproof cowl by Louise Zass-Bangham. And last time I showed it, I just had a little bit of this triangle done, and now I've added in the next color. And I am doing some Yarn versus Zombies in these two colors. It's beautiful single ply. You guys all know I love single plies for knitting. And that is all my works in progress. And then I did a lot of spinning at the retreat. Whoops, sorry, I just hit you with my project bag. So I did a lot of spinning at the retreat. I finished this off. And this is for my friend Erin. We're doing a swap. This is in the Sublime Indigo colorway. I need to ply these. And then for my friend Jennifer, who I am seeing very, very soon at another retreat, because they just happen to fall very close to each other. I don't plan retreats, I just go to, and I'm trying to go to local ones this year so I don't have to buy plane tickets. But this is for her, and the singles are spun, so I'm excited to ply that up tonight and give it to her. And then there was a vendor market, kind of. There were a couple people that dyed yarn that came to the thing, and I did get, so let me just talk about the retreat. I did get a thing from my roommate, from my friend Jennifer, that I can't show you, a little thing to go, and then the hand spun. But they had name tags at the retreat, and I got a red star because this was my second year going. And then they had these little bags. There were tons of, sorry, my kids are upstairs playing with Yaya because she came with me to the retreat and they saw her and they're like, oh, Yaya. But there were a ton of different bag patterns to choose from. And since my kids wanted to play with Yaya, I thought I'd take a quick minute to record. So sheeps, and this was the bag that I chose. Apparently there was a Matrushka bag, and everybody's like, oh, did you take that one? It wasn't there when I got there because we got to the retreat a little bit late. But I love this pattern, so I'm excited. And there's a pocket in it that matches the outside fabric, and we got some minis in here from different people, and some lavender sachets. Beautiful yarn. That's Heavenly Fiber. That is Eat My Yarn. And then I believe it's a brazen stitchery. And there's little stitch markers and all kinds of fun things. So that was in my goodie bag. And then my daughter wanted me to bring her home something. So I found this adorable little bag, and I think it'll be perfect for Easter. And I can put it out, and the Easter bunny can fill it up with treats for her. Look at that. This is a Bags by Awesome Granny. She had some bags and stuff with her. Can you see how sparkly? Oh, yes, you can. So sparkly. And then my daughter has already put stuff in it, a snow globe. But because I got home and I was playing with them for a bit and took a shower and stuff before I podcasted. And so then my friend Mickey had some yarn with her. So I got socks for my whole family except for me. I didn't get any yarn to make myself one. But this is to make yarn for my husband. He's sitting over there. And this is in the Cerulean Tango. I think he'll love that. And then Knit Nerd, and that has both K's for the nerd, had her yarns all clearanced out just for the retreat people. And so I got two, one for my son, and this is like superhero colors. I think he's absolutely going to love these. These are going to be socks for him. And then this is for my daughter. And there might be enough to make socks for my daughter and then to make some socks for me too. And so that is all the stuff I got for me. And then I got something for you guys for a giveaway. And this is my friend Mickey's yarn. And this is her Gradient Explosion in the Aurora colorway. It is a 70/30 merino wool silk. And she gave me one of these for Christmas. And it's gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's so pretty. So this is the giveaway yarn. And that's she only sells at local yarn shops, but some of the local yarn shops are uploading their inventory to a website so that she'll be on there pretty soon. I'll tell you when that all goes up. So I think that is everything. I'm having a little bit of Starbucks. Sorry, because I got that on the way home from the retreat. It was a local retreat, but it was just on the outskirts of town because of San Antonio, and it was right outside of, I live on the northmost tip of San Antonio, and this was kind of west towards Castroville, like right out there. And it was nice and secluded and gorgeous, and I got to sleep in an Airstream for the first time. Oh, it's so exciting. They didn't understand. I was so excited. It's like this like alumina, what would you call that, like a tin kind of thing, and it had a bed in it and had air conditioning, and it was wonderful, and it was so much fun. But so now onto group stuff really quickly, and we had the mini skein draw, and the winner for that was post number 49, who is Malum B. So tell me when you see this, write me, and I will send the mini skeins from the Cajun Girl Knits off to you. And she's doing a special custom die for me for the Rainy Day Rainbow, which I'm excited about. And Malum B, if it's okay with you, I would love to include some minis from me to you in that package too, so just let me know if that's okay. And then we did have a package come for the Russian orphanage this week. I couldn't find a card, so I'm not sure. I know like 3 people told me they were sending things, so I don't know whose this is. I would love to, if this is yours, if you sent it, please write on the Ravelry group thread and let me know so I can say thank you to you. And there might be a card somewhere in here that I haven't found. I might need to dig more, but so sent a wonderful scarf And another scarf. And cute little hat. And then another little hat with a pom-pom. And it's also entirely possible if you put a card in that my daughter took the card and wandered off with it somewhere. Another scarf. And a little shawl, so beautiful. And then another scarf. So thank you so much. Scarves are wonderful. I think definitely keep the kids warm. And I will be packaging all this up soon. So I think there's a couple more people that are sending things, and hopefully those will get here, and I'll show those. Oh, I don't know if they get here too late in the month, I might not have time to show them to you before I send them off, but I'll take a picture and try to show that. So that was from the Russian orphanage, and if my husband will just grab out of the closet, there is a bag, and Bags by Awesome, the door might squeak. Bags by Awesome Granny donated one of her large size bags, so cute, sheepsonnet knitting, to the Shawl Cow, which is going on right now. It ends in the end of March. And you say hi.
Hi.
I missed him so much. We were texting each other.
Way too much. It was ridiculous.
They can't see you.
Oh, hi.
You want to hang out for a minute?
Might as well.
But so this is the prize for the Shawl Cow. It's a bag by Awesome Granny. This is a brand new print that she did just for us, and you can find it in her shop. And there's a mini notions pouch in this, and then, I don't know if you want to help me hold them up. There's 3 skeins of yarn, and this is all from, I'll show that, Wool Tree yarn. And so this is perfect for a 3-color shawl. So you get the giant bag, you put them back in, you get the 3 skeins of yarn, and then you get a pattern of your choosing for a shawl pattern. And I have to show them the inside of this. It's so cheery. Isn't that cheerful? And there's her little label. She makes wonderful bags, and she is the sweetest, most generous person who was so sweet talking to me. We hung out a lot this weekend. So hi, Darlene. I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. And that is the grand prize for the FO thread. And there will be a prize for the chatter thread too. This is for the non-chatter thread. And I will show that probably sometime in March. And yeah, so I think that's all the group news stuff. We're talking about the Russian Orphanage shawl along. Oh, our read along is coming up for the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle for the Sherlock Holmes Silver Blaze story, and I'll be reviewing that hopefully next weekend. Depends. I am going to another thing next weekend with my friend Jennifer. They just happen to be right next to each other, but I want to get to see everybody. And so I'll talk about that hopefully soon. But the book this week that I wanted to talk about, because I think that's everything. Hope so. My husband's like, but so the book that I wanted to talk about this week is, I talked about the Tournament of Books and how that is going on right now. And so I read a book for it, and this book is Our Souls at Night by Kent Haruf. And the premise of this book is a lonely widow goes to her, and she's in her 70s. She's been a widow for a while, and she's been really alone. And she goes to her neighbor, who he's also in his 70s, and I believe older than her, and he has been a widower for a very long time. And she goes to him and says, I have a proposition for you. The nights are very lonely for me. And I was telling this to my husband because I was reading it. And we both kind of got a little choked up because as you know, his grandfather passed recently. And his grandmother has told him that the nights are the hardest, which just like, we were both crying. Because it's just so sad to think about. And so she goes to him and says, would you come to my house and sleep with me? But not in the term that you're thinking, in the hold hands and talk at night. So you go to the house and they hold hands and they kind of just tell each other the story of their lives and bare their souls to each other, hence Our Souls at Night. And they kind of just get to know each other through that and talk about their kids. And because they're older and they're from a small town, if you're from a small town, you can probably relate to this, but people start talking about them, and people start calling their kids and being like, you gotta make your parents stop. And it's so sad because they're happy. They're in their 70s. They don't know how much longer they have. None of us really do, but why not let them be happy? Why force them apart? They've been widow and widowers for several years. It's not betraying, I don't know. And it's not like the parents promised each other that they would never, get married or anything again. It's just anything like that. And so the kids kind of pull them apart, and it's very sad, and it deals with a lot of different stuff and issues that the families are having. And the thing that I loved about this author that I'm sure is very hard to do, so a lot of times when authors are trying to convey very deep emotions, they will go in pages and pages of description. But this author is very sparse. He manages to convey so much through just little bits. And I'll try to find a spot to show you if I can. Like, this is a chapter. So it's just 180 something pages. It's a very quick read, wonderful read. And something that made it really sad I found out about this author is he died shortly after writing this book, and I believe he knew he was about to die when he was writing it. So he thought about writing a book about the end of our lives and the night of the soul, when you know that you're getting older and you could die very soon. And it was just very beautifully written, and I'm definitely going to look into more by this author. And I'm excited to review some more of the books from the tournament of books. They're coming up. I'm not sure which one will be my book for next week. I have 2 that are in the running. That is everything I have this week from my end. But now coming up, because I hope you stuck around for this, and since I said this is the special one for YouTube, I hope that if you watched on iTunes and you saw me say there's a special YouTube video, that you came over to check it out. Because now, through the magic of my wonderful husband who you saw and editing, there will be some clips from the retreat this weekend. The first clip is going to be not all of them. I don't know why I keep saying that. The group that was sitting at a table, I think there's 30 people at the retreat. It's small sized, and there's a lodge, and I got to sleep in the Airstream, which was so much fun. I don't know if I said that on this clip for the podcast or if I said it on the iTunes one, but I got to sleep in an Airstream. It was so much fun. And so at the beginning, the first clip, everybody's saying hi, and it's a big group. So it might be a little loud, so you might need to turn down your volume. And then the next clip is going to be my lovely, wonderful mother, who's going to be showing what she knit for the weekend. And she's so amazing about wearing the hand knits that I give her. So you'll get to see 2 hand knits that she brought. One shirt that I need to remember the pattern that I knit, and then another shawl that I knit her. And then you will see my friend Melissa, who is amazingly talented at everything and so funny. Melissa's one of those people that you wouldn't expect it when you see her, that she would just have the driest sense of humor, but she will just pop out with something, and you're like looking at her like, did she just say that? And it's so funny. And then my friend Akimi and my friend Laurel, who are all there, and they talked about what they were wearing, what they knit, and give their Ravelry names. And then who else was on there? I got a video at the end of the river, and you'll have to turn up your volume for that because it's quiet, but in the background you can hear the birds and the river. And it was a wonderful weekend, very short, like I said, late Friday afternoon to early Sunday morning, so less than 2 days, but 2 nights. And it was a great retreat with my mom, and she said she definitely wants to come back next year, and she was exchanging phone numbers and stuff and calling people sweetheart and everything. So I think she had a good time. But that is all I have for you this week, and I hope you have a wonderful week and that you get to do all the things you love. Okay, bye. Stay tuned for the clips. From the San Antonio Fiber Retreat 3rd Annual. Hi! Yay! Okay.
You should come.
Yes, awesome weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Carol. I'm Jeanette's mom. I'm so proud of her, and she's gotten me back into knitting some. This is some hand spun yarn that she spun for me, and I just finished it up as my first cowl I've made. And this is a shawl that Jeanette made for me with beads. I am so proud of it. I absolutely love it. And this also is a present from my daughter. Just finished at the retreat, the San Antonio Fiber Retreat. It was wonderful. The ladies are so gracious. You need to come, guys. Beautiful spot.
And the sweater we just noticed a minute ago has a little snag in it, so I'm going to fix that later. And then that shawl that she held up, that is a Susanna Icy mystery pattern. And Susanna's actually here at the retreat. And I'll try to get a picture with her next weekend. But yeah, so... and you
Great to see you guys.
Hi, my name is Amy on Ravelry and in real life. Today I am wearing a sweater. It's made with an Alicia Goes Around yarn, Zeal of Zebras, and it's an Andrea Black pattern called Mary Mary.
Yay! It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. I don't want to but it's so pretty. And it's this gorgeous green. Hi!
I'm Laurel. I'm laying on my laurels on Ravelry, and I'm not wearing anything that I made, but I really enjoyed the 2016 retreat.
And you knit on a sweater.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm here at a knitting retreat with Jeanette, and we are taking over her podcast. so far, as far as whips go, I have kind of finished. I have one more corner yet to sew on the binding for this quilt that a couple of me and my friends did for...
I should pan the quilt really fast.
We did it as a summer project. It was a free Craftsy Block of the Month class. And this was my very first quilt, so it's a learning lesson. So we've been having a lot of fun. It's very beautiful out in are we in San Antonio or are we?
Casterville?
Casterville?
Somewhere in
Nice.
Texas.
Yeah. So far, I almost have 2 whips done. So this one's almost done, and then I finished my mustache socks. And these will go for the rainbow along with Suburban Stitcher. And then also Awesome Granny has a sock of the month.
And what yarn is that?
This is mustache yarn, and then it's the Unicorn Apocalypse colorway
Cool.
on our sparkly base. Then I also brought some spinning. This is Western Sky Knits, their organic Polworth silk. And it's very fluffy. This is what I have left, and then this is the other half, the 2 ounces.
It's pretty.
So I'm enjoying spinning this a lot.
And she has a Hansen spinner.
I do.
It's fancy.
I was scared to bring it, but I did it anyways. And then also, this is an older project. This one is Willy Wonka fibers. This is her, it's called Beyond the Pale Shell. So it's a gradient kit that she had. And it's kind of been really fun, just stripey and switching colors, and her yarn is very beautifully done. So
And you got an Diana Couture bag.
I do. I love her stuff. It's good.
I think we all got those at Snow at a DFW last
Yes.
year.
And then I also, this one is a Casey pocket. She made this for me for spinning yarn for her, and it's silk inside, so it's really good for your spinning fibers. So, and then I also have another one of hers. These are barn raising squares. My kids both want one, so it's kind of been a fun take as you go project. So these are all, this one I dyed myself.
Oh, that's pretty.
So yeah, it's kind of like each little project, each little square just reminds me of all the little things. Like this is Western Sky Knits, you know, this is Mustache.
I think I have that color.
Yeah. 3 Irish Curls. This one my husband bought for me. I made him go to the Mantosh store, and I'm like, you have to pick up some sock yarn. He said, you got this for me. So it's just like the little memories. This one is Jinx, and the same with this one, House Cup.
Okay.
So it's really fun to like just remember all of the projects and know that my kids have something that I made for them.
How many squares do you have? Is that all your squares?
That's all.
How many are you going to do?
I'm not sure. We'll see how much scrap I have left. And then this one I picked up. This is Awesome Granny. This is this cute little
And this is a print that she gave me for the shawl cow giveaway. So yeah.
And then the inside is very cute as well.
Yeah, I love the inside. It's really bright and cheerful.
I'm excited to use that one. And then this was a little retreat bag they gave everybody. This one was one I picked out.
That was one of the ones I thought was really pretty.
And then it came with like little goodies inside. So these little mini skeins will probably end up in my kids' blocks. So this one is Brazen Stitchery. This one is Stardust Sock by Heavenly Fiber. Love her stuff. This is Amy Yarns. So that'll be fun.
That one's really pretty.
Yep, that's it.
Cool. So you want to say who you are on Ravelry again?
Oh, my Ravelry name is Mel Rugg, and I've been knitting for about, my son was 2 when I started knitting, so he's 13 now. So 11 years. It's kind of crazy.
And you'll be at DFW, so if you
I
see
will
her,
not be.
say, "Oh, you're
I
not
don't
going
know
to
if
be."
I'm going yet. We'll
Okay.
see.
Well, I'll try to convince her.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.